So, Heather said she'd never seen Rage Quit before.
Womp womp.
So clearly you know what we had to do.
Of course.
We had to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were looking through these, and Elena said, "Oh, I've never seen this one," which Nate and I were both incredulous of because this one's really famous.
This one's a classic.
Yeah. Rage Quit, Slender.
Outside of Surgeon Simulator, I think this is their most well-known one.
And another thing in common with that is that one person's on the keyboard, one person's on the mouse.
Oh.
It's Michael and Gavin.
The Rage Quit guy.
And
Gavin's the dumb British one.
And the dumbest man to ever be a part of Rooster Teeth.
They regret hiring him. They can't get rid of him now.
I don't know about that.
Really? Name one man dumber.
Blaine.
He's not dumber than Gavin.
You want to know why I say Blaine?
Why do you say Blaine?
Because only
I've
Blaine,
even seen a Rooster Teeth
his
video.
only way into the company, was doing a massive prank by doing the street pass.
Oh, the
on
fart
the
hoofer,
end.
yes.
The fart hoofer. And then, when they finally let him do a solo video, you know what it is? It's an interview with his drunk self. To which
fantastic.
He got so drunk. Look, here's how it went. They did the before.
Faster.
Like the questions.
Yeah, they did the questions before, and they had someone sitting on the other side substituting later as Blaine to ask the questions.
As past Blaine.
Yeah, and past Blaine didn't even get to ask the questions, and by the time they got to it, Blaine, within 30 seconds of the camera turning on, as he was drunk, began to vomit profusely, so bad an assistant had to run over with a trash can.
Wow.
How are you guys doing? You
Can't
guys,
there, Owen Wilson?
You guys doing okay?
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Nate, when you come out to edit that, that's going to be great.
Wow.
Well, anyway, what was the end of that story?
He threw up.
That was it?
Nate, allow me to counter. Headlight fluid.
What are you doing?
We were sitting over here like acting like we were intrigued.
Oh, I watched everything happen.
I saw it all.
Because I was looking at Nate, which means I can also see the recording rig. I was watching that entire thing happen.
And I saw both of them just like doing their thing. By the way, this microphone's on now. So whenever I push this mic away and I don't feel like pulling it back, I'll just unmute this and start going. Okay. So, yeah. A guy so lazy he requires 2 microphones. Besides, this gives me ammunition to throw at somebody if they do something so stupid.
And he thinks he's the boss.
Me and Jacob.
You gonna counter that point?
Huh?
Me and Jacob are the boss. We're a joint boss. We're connected by the pinky toes on the left and right foot.
Lucy.
Says you.
Lucy.
Lucy is the real boss.
Lucy's the real boss.
So, all right. Anyway,
I trust her judgment.
So this is Rage Quit Slender. Got the video. Let's put it on screen and let's start watching.
This is pretty fantastic.
You're
gonna have a good time.
Yeah. So here we go.
You're gonna have a good time.
Hey, I thought I was in charge of that. Fucking look forward, Gavin, so I can walk. That's the fence. That's a fucking fence. Turn around. Hold on. Who put my torch down? Are we gonna start with this again? It's not flashing. It's a fucking flashlight. We had this discussion in Alan Wake, for God's sakes. It's not a fucking torch. Do you want to look around at all? Is there like a compass or which way is it? I don't know which way it is. That's the whole point of the game. You gotta find the fucking paper. Well, how do we get here? I didn't see a car or anything.
Oh, I played this.
Let's go between.
Oh.
Okay.
Slender the 8 pages.
Anywhere.
Fucking walking along, staring at the ground, looking for fucking paper in the woods.
Oh, it's a cricket. Is that a clue?
Dude, we're gonna fucking find paper somewhere.
Dude, what are we gonna do once we've got 8 pages? We're gonna read it? Maybe it's a flip book.
Yeah, maybe it draws a picture of me shooting you in the head.
Kind of weird if that's what it was. Glad I spent the whole night in the woods for that. I know what we should do. Stop walking?
Yeah.
Let's wait for 12 hours.
Shut up, you idiot!
The sun will come up.
That's Skyrim, you fucking moron!
Oh, it's an open area.
I mean,
so I guess
realistically
because I'm
speaking, why would you be
staring
out in these woods at
from the
night?
Keyboard,
Yeah.
it's the
You
equivalent of
wouldn't
you
because
giving me
it's a
a
scary
piggyback.
video game.
If my favorite murder has taught me anything, it's stay out of the woods.
God, this would be
Stay
fucking
out of the
exciting if I
woods.
find one
Who's
piece
your
You're in a
favorite
cult.
murder?
Call your dad.
Up more? Or is it
They're not
still
in
Oh,
the
no, no, no.
fucking tree. They're on the tree.
My favorite murder is a
It's a
podcast.
good
You
podcast.
can't climb trees.
Like,
the
You
name
gotta
of the
fucking
podcast
is My
walk
Favorite
and look
Murder.
around in this game. They're not gonna be up in the goddamn
They talk
trees.
about murders.
Well, anyway, who
What's
is your
this, a plane? What is it? Is this a plane?
It's a
Um,
fucking plane. It looks like a
Fuel
tank or
tanks.
something.
It doesn't help that the sunlight is on the screen.
Fuel
and
tanks
you've
do
got
murder a lot of
fingerprints
people
all
every
over
year.
you.
Don't fucking
guess they
bitch
do.
about my.
Ah,
Okay, we got it. Okay,
Don't
okay.
look or that's terrifying.
Well, just shut up and pick it up.
And
Stupid.
once you
I
start
use
taking
that,
the
you moron.
pages,
I can't stop
Fucking
looking at
that's
it.
when
scribbling
you
to a
start
fucking
hearing
2-year-old
this.
child.
What do I do
Yep.
with it?
Click the mouse, for God's sakes, and take it. Fucking God. Now get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit.
What was that?
you can
What's that
actually
noise?
hear it through the
Ominous music of
subwoofer.
Oh, what I do?
Turn the fucking flashlight off.
Oh, I didn't think you could do that. Now it's the flashlight. Oh, strobe.
Fucking stop!
We're back. Okay.
Got the flashlight.
Whoa!
What the fuck was that?
What is it?
Get away, get away, get away. Nope, they did.
How?
Good job running away there, Gavin. We got
What
one.
the hell?
We got one piece of paper. It took 12 fucking minutes.
I don't want to play this. This is scary. That was terrifying. Did you see that?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay.
No.
God, my heart is pounding. So if we stand still, is he
You have
gonna...
to run away. You're like, oh, there he is.
What?
Stand still.
Why are you telling me to run? I'm just holding the torch.
You have
Look
to
at the legs.
look in the direction to run away, Gavin. I can't run away when you're staring at him, fucking asking him out for brunch. I'm fucking spot a tea out by Big Ben.
So if I just turn off the light when we see him, and then we just walk away. Let's practice walking in the dark.
You're looking at a tree.
Oh,
Thanks.
sorry. Excuse me.
Wait, was that it? Right there. To your right.
Excuse me.
Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Stop moving.
I'm
Alright.
stopped.
Alright,
For fuck's
alright,
sakes.
alright.
Let's go.
So we're gonna haul asshole in this direction,
Okay.
and I'm gonna grab it and then turn the torch off.
There's
Okay,
a
ready?
flashlight. Yes.
Yeah. We can make it flash if you want. Ready?
Go, 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 go. Why are you flashing?
Disco.
You're looking at
Just
the ground.
leg it.
That's why.
He's behind us.
Is he?
Yeah, he'll always be behind
He'll
you.
always be behind you.
Don't run towards the thing that has the glowing eyes and fucking eats you.
Oh, I got to turn around. Did we turn around? Okay, it's scary if you put both ears on your headphones. I was only using one.
Dude, I only use one ear half the time.
You use half the ears half the time? Is he like, if we stand still, is he going to take us?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is
Because he
Keep
will
the flashlight
continually
up?
get closer
We
and closer.
found one page. There's 8. For fuck's sakes.
Alright, we're going back this
How are
way.
you supposed to fucking find anything? Holy shit! Run!
I
Go, 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 go!
I don't know. Oh, I saw him that time.
Gavin, stop fucking
Gavin,
the
stop
mouse!
jostling the mouse
Oh,
around
shit,
like you're
she's like
friggin'
breathing heavy
moron.
'cause she's gonna get fucked up. Holy
Oh,
crap!
is he a giant? Why's his footsteps so big?
Why do you keep pointing the flashlight at the ground?
Oh, run
Because
away, run away.
Gavin is
Run
not a
away,
smart
run away,
man.
run away.
Gavin is
It's
dumb.
getting all crackly. It's like he was right
That's
there.
You're
gonna
fucking
have-
like pissing
You
yourself.
may
in
think
your
I had a
seat.
grammatical
Well,
error
it's
there,
probably
no,
'cause I
but
need a poo,
Gavin
I
is
don't wanna
dumb.
overdo it.
Gavin
You're
is
gonna poo
a
your
dumb.
pants. I hope you fucking shit yourself in this video.
Alright, wait, tease it. Like, walk back and look around, because I don't want to
Tease it.
Michael! Michael!
tease it.
Go further back. Walk backwards.
There it is.
Grab it and run! 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 Will you fucking stop? That is a strobe light, not a flashlight, you idiot.
Are we walking towards him?
I don't know. I can't see. Look around.
What do you mean look around? I don't
Look
know.
around and then fucking Christ!
Run.
That's a tree. Why did I give you the mouse? Why are you controlling where we look? I feel
Yeah,
like you should have been
it's-
in charge of like the fucking pen or something.
I should have been in charge of reading the note. I'm less scared now. I feel like
Somehow he would have
looking
ended
at
up
him
with that
doesn't do
pin
anything.
lodged
I
squarely
don't
in his
know.
trachea.
Or does he actually have to get near you? Like, if
I
we,
don't. You every
No
time we see
outside
him, you go,
interference.
"Oh!"
Yeah,
And
well,
fucking, I couldn't tell
just-
you.
I'm just not learning anything from our experiences with him.
We are not fucking
Gavin,
finding
I'm gonna kill you.
shit. These fucking pages are barren, like fucking Gavin's sex life. How big is this fucking forest? Fuck! Fucking, will you look around? You're just looking. All I'm doing is walking. We're getting to the fence, and then you're turning left. That's what we've been doing for 10 fucking minutes.
That's how you solve a maze.
Well, you
keep going
gotta go through the middle of it to find the fucking notes, not
This
dance
ain't a
around
maze,
the perimeter
Gavin.
of fucking the fence the entire goddamn time.
Oh, I guess that only works in mazes and not in woods.
We're gonna find all the fucking papers when you're just staring straight
Well,
at the
sorry,
fucking
there's
ground
only
while we're
trees in
walking.
front of us.
That's where the pages are. They're in
We
front
haven't
of us.
found a single page on a tree.
Well,
you
we found them
donut.
up and high in front of us.
I
at,
can't
like,
see
body
'cause your
fucking-
hand is in front
well,
of the
I'll
screen
fucking
now.
put my hand in your fucking face when I shove my fist down your fucking throat, and I put my
At
foot up
least
your
I'll
ass.
still be able to see if it's down my throat.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
not
rage
although-
part of Rage Quit is Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Michael is the ragiest of ragers.
He is an angry man.
Oh, these totem poles.
There!
That is a man who
Can't run.
has
Well, that's not
a
good.
small child.
Oh!
There she was.
Jesus!
Good night.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Run,
Mouse!
run,
You
run.
fucking dropped the mouse and jumped away from the computer! you
Dead.
fucking idiot.
Scary!
Fantastic.
Gavin.
They
Okay.
never got far with that.
No, they didn't.
No.
Ugh,
So there is a
Gavin.
part 2. Now here's the thing about part 2. This has one of my favorite moments of Achievement Hunter ever.
Let's watch it.
Okay,
Yeah, all right.
for the hell of it.
Also, that's the best theme song.
Can you look fucking straight?
You're thinking it's gonna be like some
love
elegant
when
shit,
the
and then all of a sudden you
fucking-
just see
And then
Rage
you just
Quit.
hear
Going
Michael scream.
Straight to the
What's
building.
this, Michael? What's this, Michael?
That's not the building,
It's
and you're
something.
fucking running
It's
all
the
over
silo.
the place. You're looking at the fucking sky. You're like
Stop
fucking looking
looking
up,
at the
searching
ground.
for Orion's belt so it can lead us
Like,
to the
watching
goddamn
this
base.
makes me
Just
mad.
look the fucking
Yeah.
front of
Because
you,
Gavin
asshole.
keeps looking in the
That
wrong
was
place.
not good.
All right,
Like, it makes me so
I
fucking
turned the
mad. I
light
can't
off.
Fucking
stand it.
take it, stupid.
Okay, we're on it. I'm gonna turn this way.
Why? We need to
Yeah,
run
he's a
it.
fucking moron. It's very frustrating.
Oh my god, was that him?
Surgeon
No, that was
Simulator
that was
is
Michael
much funnier.
growling.
Let's go this
We'll
way.
call this the tunnel.
Was that him?
Stop
That was Michael
fucking
growling.
Yeah.
turning
Yeah.
Left and right.
Yeah,
Alright, we're gonna-
Slenderman just.
Oh, is it? Oh, go, go,
There he
go,
is.
go,
That
go,
was
go,
him.
get
Well,
out.
time to go.
Turn around,
Well,
turn
let's go
around.
this way.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Where the
yeah.
hell
No,
is he?
it's
Run!
Michael, why is he? Don't stop!
I fucking stopped for a second. Shut up.
Alright, I think we can. What is this?
Oh,
Oh,
there.
this is a thing?
It's a
Fucking
rock.
tree.
Okay, you gotta stop putting me so close to stuff. Oh, there it is.
It's the yeah, the tri rock.
Ready? Grab it.
Leave me
I remember
alone.
there's the
Ah,
car,
torch again. Oh,
the
go, go,
go,
the
go,
building,
go,
the
go.
soul.
Oh,
silo.
fuck that building. That building's so dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Licking the
So
fucking
the building, I
wood.
usually save that one for last because if you get trapped on one end of the hall,
You're done.
You're done because you can't get around him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Go, 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 go.
You're
run,
running.
run, Gavin.
Look, kid, running.
This is so frustrating. Now.
Get out of here. Oh my
How the hell?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Flashlight
Shit.
up.
How do we survive
The
that?
flashlight doesn't help you. Doesn't help him.
My pants.
That has got to be the closest to death we've ever been.
He was right on our dick.
So yeah,
Except for
there's,
actually dying.
see, there's the car, the silo, the tri rock, the building,
This is the tree.
the
Well
the
done,
totems,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the fuel tankers.
Truck, go to the
Is
truck.
there one
There,
on the
truck,
fence
go to the
somewhere?
truck.
Alright,
I
there's nothing at the
I
truck.
think
No,
maybe.
there's
I'm
nothing
not
at the
sure.
truck. There could
I
be
forget.
at the truck.
It's been
No,
so long
at
since
the
I played
truck,
this damn
there'll be a
game.
page.
There's no trade at the truck.
Grab it, grab it, grab it.
There it is. Oh yeah, and then there's the
Fuck, 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 fuck.
oh yeah, and then there's the
What is that noise? What is that noise?
the
What is
tube,
that
the
noise?
giant
Look
tube in the
the
middle of
That's
the
like a
forest.
brown note.
It's like
Shit
a-
just came out of me.
The brown note.
I can't work under these damn conditions.
You know what conditions I can't work under, Gavin? You pointing the damn flashlight at the fucking ground every 5 fucking seconds.
Why is he doing that? Like, I don't get it.
Oh, shit! Fuck! Put the back down and run!
That appeared to be some form of meatman.
No,
I
some
feel like
Slenderman.
we go
I don't think
wherever
he's made of
you
meat.
choose to go because you have the mouse.
I mean, yeah, he's
Go left
bony,
much.
but there's still
Stop
meat
going
on
to
him.
the left and go to the right.
It's like Micah.
This is making me anxious.
Oh, that's right. I'm turning.
what's
You
There's
mean
the
how,
building.
how bad they are at it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the
Like,
actual
it's not
game.
even funny. Like,
I don't like this. Is this is way more scary than the woods. Michael.
Oh yeah, this is
Find
this
a
is
page in
the
the
worst.
Turn right!
Is there a page in here?
It's a building. There's got to be.
Oh my god, I'm scared. I don't want to see around any more corners. They're scaring me. There's poo. There's poo.
stop
Fuck.
turning.
There's poo.
Dead end!
Well, that's bad news for us. There's poo and it's a dead end.
Someone shit
We're gonna
themselves.
die and it smells terrible.
Oh, we
Michael,
can't.
I can't. emphasize.
Terribo.
Where are we
I
going?
don't
Go left
wanna
here.
see
Go
him
left.
here.
Go left.
Oh, what was that? What was that?
Come on!
Oh, you stood in some shit. That's what it was. That it made a difference.
There it is.
Run! Grab the fucking
Why are you not going?
He dropped the mouse.
He
And
dropped the mouse and ran.
Fucking disoriented now.
Where was he? Like, never.
I'm gonna strafe. Ready? Look straight.
Fuck you, Cricket.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
Close my eyes.
Okay.
No, you'd have heard a musical hit if he was
actually
there.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Wait
close
for
my eyes
it.
again. Is he there? Okay, he's not there. Let's get outside. Let's get out of the
No,
building.
there's a page in here.
He's in here.
We need to find the page to win the game.
Oh, it's a chair.
Yeah, there's
It's a chair.
Did we
Can
see that
anyone
chair?
truly
know.
win this game?
No,
Has
once
anyone-
you get all 8
Ah,
pages,
fuck the chair again.
you're there's no
That's
way to
by far
win.
The scariest chair in a video game.
Now there is.
Ah!
Now they
Looks
did
like it was
release
the ceiling.
the another Slenderman game, and it was like much
It's on the
higher,
chair.
like much
It's on
higher
the chair,
quality
Mike.
and all that. But and
Yeah.
there was a
Oh, we
way
got
to
it. We got one.
kind of
It's the same
escape,
fucking building.
but it was
Why
but
did
but
you
you
do
still
that?
your character
Oh,
still
tankers.
died.
Oh, there's one over
There's
here
the
too.
tankers.
doing
by the way,
really well.
Rage Quit is not always rage at Gavin. Sometimes it's rage at the game being a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gavin is
Oh.
very frustrating.
So, once you get 8 pages, you win.
Even if the player's character successfully collects all the 8 pages, the Slender Man will continue to chase them. Once all the pages are collected, one is allowed to walk around for a couple of seconds in total silence until Slender Man finally appears behind the player and ends the game.
Money, I really banged it. Oh.
Yep.
Well,
Anyway.
that was interesting.
Yeah. So
Gavin's a disaster.
Slender, the 8 pages. When it debuted, it was like indie game darling just because of its atmosphere and
You're right.
because of its very simple premise.
Mhm.
And that's kind of what elevated the Slenderman creepypasta to the level
Yeah, that
that
it's
it
at
was its
now.
highest.
Yeah.
No, right now.
Well, yeah, it's kind of
And
gone
now we're
downhill,
getting
but
a fucking
yeah.
movie.
but it's
Yeah.
known. Like
Yeah.
like you know.
And also, Marble Hornets helped out a lot
Yes.
because Marble Hornets is really well made.
yes.
But anyway, for what we got with, from what happened with the Slenderman movie, because we got the Slenderman movie that's coming out now.
Mhm.
God
They took
help us.
too damn long to make it.
Yep.
If they wanted to cash in on this, it should have been at least 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That's when Slenderman still had a lot of credibility.
Yep.
Now people see it as sort of a joke.
That
and-
was what Cole said about it. He goes, "We wanted this 4 years ago.
Where
and we
was
don't
it?"
want it now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Slenderman in terms of creepypastas is still, very, very well known.
Right.
Not supposedly the best written.
That doesn't mean it's good though.
Well, honestly, Avatar, the James Cameron movie wasn't that good, but yet it's the highest grossing film of all time.
I don't get that one.
No, I know.
It's
It's
Dances
because
with it's Dances with Wolves in Space.
It's because
With-
that's when the
with
3D.
blue-skinned
It's
people.
the first movie that actually got 3D and did something with it and used it.
How to Train Your Dragon, I think did 3D much better.
Yeah, but it was a movie for adults that did 3D. Because I know that How to
Makes a
Train Your
difference.
Dragon.
My dad and my stepmom loved How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, adults love How to Train Your Dragon, but that wasn't a movie that that people went to as adults mostly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was also one of his biggest movies, one of his big movies since Titanic.
It
Had
was-
he done a movie since Titanic?
Yeah, he did a documentary. Which,
Yeah,
it was him talking more about the Titanic. It's just like, James, you already said too much about Titanic. I really don't care, about a documentary
Right.
where you go to the deep. And it's just like, okay, you want to impress me? Talk Bill Paxton into actually doing it
Yeah.
and going down there with you. Because to me, that would have been hilarious hearing Bill Paxton just James, what if the windows go, man? What if the windows go? You'll be game over, man.
Oh
Game
man.
over, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but
So-
anyway.
But yeah, Avatar.
But out of all of the creepypastas out
wait,
there,
wait.
the most well known aren't the most well written. It's really
No.
the imagery and the atmosphere and the story
Yeah.
that people pay attention to.
I thought
Marble Hornets fleshed out a lot of the Slenderman lore that I think they could have used for a movie.
Yep.
And I think it would have worked. Because could you imagine a standalone movie, but if you had actually seen Marble Hornets, you actually would have a little bit more insider information.
Right.
On it. I mean,
I've seen a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of Marble Hornets. I've seen a lot of the beginning of Marble Hornets. I don't know how much there actually is. So.
I've seen all of it. I think there's 86 episodes of it.
Okay.
And their episode length varies very much because there's some episodes that's just like a minute.
Yeah.
And it's like a character talking about something that happened.
Yeah.
And then there's some that's like 14 minutes, which actually are like really good narrative-driven pieces where they actually encounter the Slender Man.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the first, I want to say 40 episodes of that because Jacob introduced me to it, but I haven't seen
it. Was Alex still the one with the camera, or did it change over to gosh, what's his name?
It's been so long I don't remember, and I didn't finish it, so it didn't obviously it made an impact on me because I remember it, but it's not. It's in the back brain. It's gone now. I'd have to watch it again.
They kept saying Doug Jones was supposed to be in the Slender Man movie, but apparently he's not.
No,
so.
he dropped out because they kept taking too damn long. The film was just stuck in developmental hell.
Yeah.
Because
how are
they
you
couldn't
supposed to
fucking
make
decide.
Doug Jones? How are you supposed to make Slender Man without Doug Jones?
Apparently the guy they got. No, there's actually a guy playing him.
Oh,
okay,
Lord.
well,
Javier Botet.
Oh,
I think.
Don't know him.
Wait a second. I think he was kind of like.
I have a joke
Check
for you
his
when we
film
stop.
history.
I'm there. What do you want?
See if he worked with Guillermo del Toro because I think.
Oh, he's worked with Guillermo del Toro.
So I think during some films where Doug Jones was unavailable,
Mm-hmm.
I think him and Guillermo. I think Guillermo del Toro hired him because I think Doug Jones recommended him because of his body shape.
He was some of the ghosts in Crimson Peak.
That makes sense.
It.
I've seen. Okay.
He was. Let's see, the Russian Witch in Don't Knock Twice.
Huh.
Okay.
He was a mocap artist on Alien Covenant.
Okay.
Okay.
He was the leper in It 2017.
Oh, okay. I get that.
He was set in the new Mummy.
Oh.
Gross.
Yeah.
Pretty much take a 357 to the head of his career and pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, so he's got like really long, skinny fingers and a very tall. He's very tall.
So
very
he's like
thin.
Doug Jones.
He's like Doug Jones. Yes.
Yeah. He's the Spaniard version of Doug Jones.
Let me see if I can find a picture of him.
So anyway, Slender. The problem with the Slender Man franchise that has been built, it's never had like a figurehead behind it to keep it on track.
Yeah.
Because Marvel Cinematic Universe has Kevin Feige.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Cinematic Universe has Kathleen Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
And what you need, and honestly, what you need is figureheads to make this work.
That's the syndrome that Austin Carlisle has.
Wait a second.
Marfan syndrome.
Oh yeah.
Am I right about that?
Let me
Wait,
see.
what
Let me
now?
see.
Austin Carlisle has that?
Yep. Very, 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 very long limbs, and very long extremities, fingers and toes. Actually, Jonathan Larson actually had that. The writer of Rent. He actually had that.
He does. I was right.
Because he
The
actually,
Mice and Men guy.
Jonathan Larson's.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jonathan Larson's also involved his chest cavity because sometimes your chest cavity can impact out, and that's what happened with him, and that's why his heart.
He causes some
burst.
spine issues with Austin.
There's varying
Like
levels.
spinal
There's varying
fluid
levels of
issues.
severity with it. The least severe ones are when it only affects your limbs and extremities. The more severe versions are when it affects your spine and chest cavity. Because when it affects your chest cavity, you actually have to have corrective surgeries in order to keep it from like collapsing
That's
in
sad.
your sternum.
Oh, okay. In a cutscene from The Revenant, he was a spectral figure in DiCaprio's character's
Dream.
nightmare. Yeah.
Oh, nightmare. Okay. Probably the nightmare where his son was killed again and again.
And then this is him in actual makeup.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
The character in
wow.
question is the main character from a movie called Mama.
Oh, I know about
remember that.
Mama.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
I remember that.
Go look it up because that shit's creepy.
Yeah. So if I could say he's kind of like another Doug Jones. Could you imagine him and Doug Jones like
in the same movie?
Well, yeah. I've met Doug Jones. I've shook the man's hand, and honestly, he is so slim, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: he says that he eats a lot and he works out, but he doesn't know why he's so skinny and all that. He didn't know why he was so skinny when he was a kid. He's just like that.
Yeah.
Some people have that. Some people have that very slim, very slim build, and honestly, Doug's made it work for him. I mean, because when it comes to creatures, actual animatronic, like creatures that you want to build with somebody.
I mean, Doug Jones is your guy.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
it was a good Breaking Bad idea.
Okay.
Okay.
But
teamwork.
Yep. All right.
Speaking of, we gotta go do that. So
yeah.
Bye.
I guess until next time we'll see.
Wait.
I have a joke, and you can cut it out if you want to.
Go ahead.
But I was just thinking when my mind was wandering because you guys were talking about something I didn't understand. Sorry. So I was sitting here looking at the camera, and I was thinking, Nate, have you ever brought home a girl, and then you have all these microphones in the camera, and she's just like, "What the fuck have I just walked into?"
No.
Or do you warn them ahead of time? Be like, by the way,
I told Lakin about it whenever we started talking and everything about what I did for a living and how I was able to afford the apartment. It was actually the last apartment, the road.
Oh yeah.
So I brought her up there, and we sat and we talked and we watched a few videos and we talked, just talked a lot about stuff. And I thought, hey, this is cool. This is awesome. But then, shit happens as it does in some relationships.
As it do.
So I told her about that, and she wasn't freaked out about the cameras or the microphones or anything. She was very well aware of what I did. But if I did, say I did have a one night stand and I did bring a woman into this house, and she saw the cameras and everything, I guarantee you, she'd probably be like, "Those aren't on, are they?"
No.
And I'll just
Could
be
you
like,
imagine how
"No."
alarming that would be to come into some guy's house and there's just recording set?
No, I know.
Just cameras and microphones everywhere.
Well, yeah, it's just like I guarantee she'd come in and she'd start looking for blood stains on the wall.
Right.
It's just like, does this guy slaughter people on the internet? I've heard about that. Is it real? Is that the dark web? Are you a dark web dealer?
Are we gonna?
He's a
use
dark
that
web
one
hitman.
thing?
What?
That one thing? Oh, we're gonna stream on me? I don't want to say it.
Don't
Don't
do
say
it.
it. Don't
Don't
say it.
Don't say it.
All
All
right,
right.
everybody. That's going to do it. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
And watching whatever the
Bye.
hell this was.
A
This was
disaster.
train
Yes.
wreck.
And we will see you later, everyone. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.